Afternoon, people. How are we? Yes, straight up, we're back. Another live video. Seems that some people like them. I hope you all do too. So we've got the fallout after the fallout of All Out. Did a video yesterday basically talking about, everything that had gone on. Was it a good pay-per-view, blah, 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 blah. The pay-per-view is not really what matters, if I'm honest. The pay-per-view, pay-per-view for me was, I would say, I think if you're basing pay-per-views against pay-per-views, for me, it was average compared to Party in the Park. WWE's pay-per-view was far superior. It's not a fanboy comment, it's just facts, people. Sorry. If you don't like that, you don't like it, you know what I mean? We're all entitled to an opinion, and we're all entitled to, opinions. Opinions are good, Everybody has one. It's a bit like an arsehole, really, Everyone's got one. So I mean, it really doesn't matter what happened in that pay-per-view now, because it's the fallout of it that's dominated wrestling news, people's views, people's opinions. The funny thing about it is, is when you sit on the sideline and you watch. I mean, I'm a wrestling fan. I'm a wrestling fan. Nothing more, nothing less. I use that with inverted commas. I'm a wrestling fan. That's all I am. I sit on a fence. Yes, people, I sit on a fence. Bigger fence than yours. But I sit on that fence and I watch and I take in. Many years ago, I had an issue with my mouth where I just argue. Now it's not much point when it comes to wrestling, because it's all politics now. As far as I'm concerned with wrestling, it's who's got the bigger checkbook, blah blah blah. I don't give a fuck. Vince McMahon's still got the biggest balls in the business. Doesn't matter how many women about them in their mouths. That's not the case, Tony ain't got the balls, and Tony fucking proved that. He proved that when he was sat next to CM Punk. Contrary to what has gone on, suspensions have been handed out to Tweedledum, Tweedledee, fucking and all the Mad Hatter's fucking party, really, let's be fair. Because that's all they fucking are. They're a bunch of friends that are in the business together, that'll fucking scratch each other's asses and say yes please and nod their heads, because that's all they fucking are, in my opinion. Bunch of fucking clowns. I've never, ever, and people will back me on this, people that know me, I've never, ever followed suit with that fucking Nick and Matt Jackson. A pair of clowns, overrated. They proved exactly what they were when they were in TNA. I said this yesterday, I'm going to say it again. They believe their own hype, and there's a lot of fucking hype when it comes to these two idiots, with their flips and kicks and blah blah blah. I mean, notice how they won't really step in the ring and allow FTR to give 100%, because they'll make them look fucking stupid. Like Dawson, listen, right? They are the best fucking tag team on the planet today. Okay? It's not even debatable. The guys are a complete throwback. We've heard it before. The Brainbusters, Midnight Express, fucking, they're that good. They're that good. Even singles, man. Even singles. You know, Dawson's got a Castagnoli. You know, it's, listen, right? It's not debatable, in my opinion. It isn't. So I mean, Omega, he's been suspended. Nick and Matt Jackson suspended. Michael Nakazawa suspended. Brandon Cutler suspended. Pat Buck suspended. And one that really, 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 really shocked me was Christopher Daniels. I think only the people that were backstage and people that witnessed it, know the actual facts, dirt sheets, and everyone, journalists. I'm sure fucking Dave Meltzer knows, and Brian Alvarez. You know what I mean? They're as much a part of the fucking Mad Hatter's fucking party as the, you know what I mean? Bunch of fucking ass clowns. Yes, sir. Arse clowns. Big shout out to my boy as well, Nathan Doughty. Big shout out. Thank you for the support, mate. It's much appreciated. When I put this whole thing together, I originally started with another group. I'm not going to plug them because they're not worth the time of day. I struggled a lot, people, with depression, anxiety, diagnosed with PTSD, borderline personality disorder, BPD. It is pretty serious, because I don't know sometimes who I'm going to wake up as, you know what I mean? You might not get this person you're seeing now. But, I mean, I started this with just to keep my head busy, you know what I mean? Whether I'm posting good shit or bad shit, it's just a reflection of, what I've watched and what I thought of it and blah. And that's why I put this together straight up. The real idea was to transition this into a network of multiple things. Wrestling and MMA, gaming. There's straight up gaming, and there's straight up TV movie reviews. That's what this was. And that's what I want it to be. It all depends on me being healthy, my body, mind, spirit, and all that sort of stuff. I'm getting there. Don't get me wrong. It's a struggle sometimes, but people like Nath, they see it, and you know what I mean. He can identify who I was before this. I like to think I work fucking hard at what I do. I'm passionate about what I do. It's something. Nath's trying to put me in touch with some people. I'm not going to name names because that's not professional. But I hope that if you are watching this, then that I'm pretty serious about what I do. Wrestling is something that I've grown up with. 4 years old. Watching World of Sport. Jake Roberts is my man with Eddie Guerrero. I'm going to be one of these people to jump on the Stone Cold Rock wagon because it's easy to. No, Eddie Guerrero, Jake Roberts, man. It's all about psychology and style for me. Like I said, inverted commas, wrestling fan. Yeah, it is what it is. So enough about, wallowing with self-pity about myself. Let's get back to, all that's gone on. CM Punk and Ace Steel have still got question marks. We know that CM Punk has been stripped. We know obviously the Mad Hatters and Tweedledum Tweedledee have been stripped. We also, this is a spoiler coming, people, if you haven't seen it. So turn off now. We do have new trios champions in the team that should have had it to start with. Let's be fucking fair. Fucking 3 guys that have been busting their asses since the fucking company, took off. Phoenix had an unfortunate injury. But yeah, Penta, Phoenix, Pac, Death Triangle. Top stuff. And we have I fucking hate this thing. The Grand Slam fucking bracket of champions. Chris Jericho is already got some sort of bye. Brian Danielson went over against Adam Page, and we get to look forward to the a battle of the hot potato title. That's what I call it. The title that lost any prestige. The unfortunate loss of Brody Lee. I received this figure in the post yesterday. That will be I'll protect a protection box on it, and out of the reach of my 9-year-old daughter, who is already eyed it up. It's not happening. It's not happening. All my AEW figures are in a lockup until we move house and I get my room where I can showcase everything that is wrestling and everything that is gaming and everything that is, everything that's cool that I like. Yeah, I mean, Darby Allin, people, versus fucking Sammy Guevara. You know what? This really, really pisses me off. It really, really does get on my fucking goat. Get on my shit. Sammy Guevara, I fucking loved that guy. I adored that guy. The guy was on the edge of getting this push that he deserved. And then he gets himself a girlfriend and he just turns into a complete... It's not his fault, he's doing his job, but fuck, that's not a job. That's his personal life, and it fucking, it's, come on, man. It's not for TV. It really isn't for TV. I mean, I've sat through that shit in WWE, man, in the 2000s with Edge and Lita, and no, I'm sorry, fucking hell, this is a wrestling promotion, or it was supposed to be when it first opened its doors. Very, very quickly, it's transitioned into exactly what WWE's downfall. It's just a fucking copycat show, man. It's really fucking getting on my nerves, if I'm honest. We wanted a fresh product. We got a fresh product. Cody Rhodes left, and bloody. Well, he's fucking rested. You know what I mean? That's it. That's history. Cody knew something, man. Cody's not gonna say it because Cody's professional. Tony Khan knows a lot. Tony Khan's brought a lot of this on himself, as far as I'm concerned. He proved that in that fucking press conference with fucking CM Punk nodding his head like a fucking lapdog. That press conference with CM Punk should never have fucking happened. I mean, alright, they didn't know what was going to happen after. But, I mean, come on. Whether Omega and them were, or Adam Page was wrong in doing that in-ring segment, I mean, what you gotta do, fucking Punk, man? You gotta take that shit on the chin. Because that shit's been happening since the fucking late 90s, wrestlers not liking each other and wrestlers not agreeing with you know what I mean? That just sells tickets. You know what I mean? Bite your lip, take it on the chin, go and rest, go do your job, be a good boy. But he don't like it. He don't like it. I mean, but what people need to understand is, fucking hell, see, it's, when ratings were going good, people were talking. You know when ratings are going bad and not hitting where you anywhere near what you should be, when people stop talking and the AEW fans stop talking, or the fanboys and fangirls and, you know, the people that jump ship from WWE to a new product, and yeah, well, they're jumping back now, aren't they? That's all I've got. That's all I'm going to say. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say fucking people can't watch what they want to watch. But these, you know, things very quickly dry up in the wrestling industry. You know, you're only a hot topic for a minute. And then, yeah, you know, you can't be great forever. You know, you cannot be great forever. You know, form is temporary, as they say. Class is permanent. You know, form is temporary, class is permanent. Bit like Eddie Guerrero, really. William Regal, Jake Roberts. Only a few fall into that bracket, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Always remembered, never forgotten. Yeah, so I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it depends. Now we're going to see if Tony Khan, right? Now we're going to see if Tony Khan has the grapefruits that he spoke about, or he's led people to believe that he has. And he should have the fucking grapefruits. But, you know, when you're owning your own company, the size of AEW, you know, they're nowhere near fucking WWE size, you know, in my opinion. I still don't believe they're anywhere near fucking New Japan size. But they're sizable, you know, they're sizable. Like I say, every month is a pay-per-view, as far as I'm concerned with AEW. And that's how they book everything. You know, the Grand Slam bracket. You see, you'll have to excuse me, people. This is what happens with me: is I talk and I talk, and I tend to kind of go off and come back, because that's the way that works sometimes. BPD, have a look at it, look it up. You know, see, it's gone again. Fuck. That's embarrassing. Yeah, the Grand Slam bracket. You know, for me, Darby Allin, Guevara shouldn't have even had a fucking mention. It's alright people trying to fucking educate and tell people why it's happening and why they're wrong to, you know, not want or question Tony Khan's idea to do said tournament. Really, you know, it's embarrassing. I mean, fucking hell, you've got a sizable roster, and you've got a credible roster, and you've got a roster that you can create new champions from, and hopefully build, you know, build people as well. But this isn't something that I would say Tony Khan is interested in, because when the going gets tough, Tony gets his fucking checkbook out. Or when the going was tough for WWE and WWE were releasing people, Tony was playing fantasy fucking wrestling, you know what I mean? He was fucking like WWE 2K, when you start the game and you get to fucking build your own roster and swap fucking people around, and, you know, go to your community creations and download Joe blogs and put him on Raw. That's what Tony was doing, okay? While Tony was doing that, he was forgetting about the people that actually put him on the map. But that really is AEW in a nutshell for me. You know, long gone are the days where we were watching Dustin Rhodes versus Cody in that fucking amazing outing. You know, long gone are them days, man. Long gone are them days. I'm not, and this isn't a double standards thing, but we soon found out that, it was, that for me, there was always desperation in the ranks of AEW. They wanted to be noticed. So much so that women were fucking bleeding buckets. And like I said, not double standards. If you want to do it, you want to do it, but to that extent, wow. They have this thing, AEW, and if you go back and you look, every fucking couple of months they need to make someone bleed buckets. Do you know what I mean? That's what they do. Yeah, I don't understand why, but I do believe it's in the wrestlers. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. For years I argued, that Bryan Danielson should have been allowed to wrestle regardless whether he fucking walked again or not, because that's his body, as sad as it would have been. Same with Taker, Taker's last match should have been against fucking, I say Michael's the second match, A lot of people say Triple H first match. I say Michael's second match. It should have been it then. But we got to watch him fucking, break down, his body give up, and we just hoped he didn't fucking die in the ring. But I believe that's the choice of the man or the woman, not the choice of a doctor. But that's WWE, the business, protecting themselves. They always have done. That's Vince as a person. You may see Vince shed fucking tears, man. And Vince is fucking, not just business related, man. The guy spent a lot of years with some of these people, and he's invested in their lives, kids. Fuck, he's almost like granddad and father. Yeah, but I mean, this whole fucking thing, man. It's just, you expect to see this shit in a film, the way it's playing out, and I'm watching it sometimes, and I sat there today and I'm thinking, you know what? Is kayfabe dead? Could this all be a fucking work? Because it's just not believable. It isn't. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, are people that fucking stupid? For years I'd have expected something like this. This shit hasn't fucking happened since Shawn Michaels and fucking Bret Hart. Or has it? Though we don't know. But, the fallout of All Out, we see that press conference, and okay, if you're going to get told it by one fucking guy, you believe me or not, you know what I mean? It's going to be CM Punk, the elusive pipe bomb, Well, we've had the second fucking pipe bomb, and Vince McMahon, is sat there smiling along with Triple H, and it's a "I told you so" type of thing. I'm a firm believer in fucking get it off your chest. I don't believe in fucking I don't believe we as wrestling fans should fucking not know the truth. I think every fucker should know the truth. And you're going to get that from CM Punk. But the thing that's come out now about CM Punk is he's got an injury to his arm. That's why he's dropped the title. Fucking funny though, I mean, how he was sat there eating his Danishes from the best bakery in Chicago, and he even had room to finish fucking a second one, which was Tony Khan's. So, I mean, didn't seem to be having any issues fucking holding the mic with his left hand and eating with the right hand, you know. Yeah, you know, believe what you believe, I suppose. Yeah. Do I believe it? Hey, fucking how many years ago I'd have told you, that's bollocks. I don't fucking know. I don't know. All I know is it's giving me content. And I like that content. You know what I mean? It's cool stuff. It's cool stuff. Yeah. It's gonna be fucking weird though, if this is all legit and this leads to Kenny Omega and the Bucks being fired, and you know, and CM Punk, you know, keeping his job only to then go, you know what, Tony, I resign. That's, come on, man. You wouldn't put it past CM Punk to do that, you know. But the one thing that does sadden me about this whole scenario is it's completely fucked up and completely shit on what was a fucking brilliant return angle for MJF. You know, that I loved that mask. I would have been happy for that to kind of. I would have liked that to have carried on. For a few weeks. You know, I really would. That would have been something, because I mean there was a lot of fans. I mean, I heard, you know, when they did it, a lot of fans did think it was MJF, but there was a few fans that thought it was the Fiend. For me, it was definitely not the Fiend. It was too small. But it would have been good to go forward. I'm sure there would have been a lot of people saying it was wasted and they should have, you know what I mean? But to me now, fucking, you know what I mean? It's, yeah, we thought we were getting Punk MJF again, and yeah, we're kind of not. I'm thinking that. Well, originally, I mean, when I was saying about the Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, Miro for me should have been in there. Obviously, Malachi Black, he's had his release accepted, and he's parted ways with the company. For all the fans that say, "Oh, he's not going to WWE," the guy will take time out. You know, I've met Tommy End, and you know, I know the kind of person he is, and he's not excuse this expression, he's not a shithouse and a selfish person, so he's not going to make this about him, like some wrestlers, CM Punk, do. He'll go away. He's doing a lot with mental health, which I follow him on with his YouTube channel, and you know, his wife is still working within WWE. I think she's injured at the minute. Zelina, aka Thea Trinidad, beautiful woman, lovely woman as well, lovely woman. You know, so I think I do think all roads lead back to WWE. The guy had a great relationship with Triple H. I do believe also. Listen, right? Never say never. But there's one thing in wrestling that I know to be true. Every door leads back to WWE. Does, man. It does. They're always going to be the giant. There's always going to be. You ain't made it until you broke down them doors. You know. You know, like them, love them. Listen, I get that. I've been disappointed with WWE for years. You know, especially Vince. Vince shouldn't have been anywhere near. You know, but I said all my prayers, took me vitamins, prayed to God, even though I'm not, you know, that way inclined to pray to God, because, you know, you got to be a true believer. But I did. I kneeled down, I said my prayers, and I said, please God, please take Vincent Kennedy McMahon away from WWE TV. I don't care how you do it, but hey, I didn't see the fucking Hush thing coming. Do you know what I mean? Vince and all them women he was paying off. It's got to be a lot of women, man, because that man's got a fucking big checkbook. But yeah, you know, that's what happened, people. You know. But now we're gonna see just how many people stay loyal to Tony Khan and AEW. I think Miro's one of them. I just think Miro's like CM Punk. I don't think he's a Triple H fan. A lot of people aren't. But a lot of these indie guys and indie women, they are. They are. Because that's where NXT and what NXT was supposed to be. And I hope, to be honest with you, that they scrap this 2.0 and restart again, because I hate that thing. I hate it. I fucking hate the fact that this Quincy Elliott, oh my God, get him off my fucking TV. It's just, do you know what I mean? I hate the term, I hate the terminology, cringe. It's just, get off my fucking TV. You know, that's not development, man. That's just it's all horrific, and that's just not Quincy Elliott. So don't make it into something it's not. It's the whole production, it's not for me at all. You know, Diamond Mine. Two talented individuals. The attire looks terrible. You know, with the exception of one, the other one looks out of shape. Suffers from a shameless fucking skin syndrome, man. It's too white. Needs a spray or something, man. But hey, you know what? I'm gonna stop moaning now, people, and I'm gonna, if I could be serious for a minute, you know, yeah. So I mean, we've got all that. That's how it's all played out, people. CM Punk has hurt his arm. He's relinquished his title. We've got a new tournament. Well, I honestly believe MJF will come out on top anyway, and the future feud there will be the Redeemer and MJF. That's what I think. There's only one man that can win that now, and that's Danielson. Yeah, that's Danielson. It's fucking stupid, that bracket, man. I don't get it. I don't get how Mox didn't get put back into it. If you were talking about a Grand Slam championship, don't get it. What a stupid fucking idea, eh? Hey, I'll leave you with that. Cheerio, people. Cheerio.